Hey guys, welcome back to Jurassic Collectibles. I hope you're all doing really well. If you haven't already, check out our Jurassic June special. We actually featured Alan Grant's Raptor claw prop, the actual one from the film. Link is in the description if you haven't seen that. But today we're going to be taking a look at this and more, and essentially it's an accumulation of things I've picked up over the last couple of years but haven't yet featured on the channel. I thought you guys would like to see some of the little gems that I've found. First off, we have to talk about this. This is my brand new Jurassic Park plush rug. This is a vintage piece. They're quite scarce, and when one came up I just couldn't resist having this silly object in the collection room. It sits right in front of the collection and it just makes me chuckle. It's so silly, I love it. Just look at those bright colours in the sunset area with the palm trees. I just think that looks fantastic. Definitely my silliest Jurassic Park purchase to date, but I absolutely love this thing. Such a statement piece. Okay, this one I got through Jurassic Site B, Ben, and he very kindly found this one in Europe, in France I believe. It's essentially a Jurassic Park branded bowl. What I love most about this is this Jungle Explorer or Ford Explorer with this lovely gradient backdrop. And I imagine this could have been used as an ashtray or actually as a breakfast drinks bowl, because in France sometimes they'll drink coffee or hot chocolate from a bowl like this in the morning for breakfast. Next I've got this small parcel, and this arrived recently, and it appears to be packaged in black bin liners, but I remember I didn't pay very much for this, so I was quite pleased. Here we go. So this is the Jurassic Park 3 Junior novelization, and essentially it's a kid-friendly version of the story of Jurassic Park 3 to tie in with the movie. Now the thing is about these books is that they can get quite pricey, and this one cost me £2, so I couldn't really argue with that. And it comes in an actual plastic case here, which tells me that the book might actually be in pretty good condition underneath, so I'm probably going to remove this cover and give it a clean and see how good condition it is. I mean, the pictures inside here, these still look really nice. They're not very creased. So let's go through these and have a look at one of Amanda and Paul Kirby. I know this isn't the most popular chapter of the Jurassic Park saga, but for £2 I couldn't really argue. Do like a good bargain. Got the Spinosaurus there. The Pteranodons. Love the Velociraptors in Jurassic Park 3. Really cool is that final scene. It's got this nice sort of jungle motif going down the side. And actually I might give this one a read to see if there's any stuff in it that resembles scenes that were cut from the film, because sometimes that happens. And you've got an advert here for Jurassic Park Adventures. I do actually have these. I think I might have given them to my children already. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, it's actually got Staffordshire Library and Information Services withdrawn from stock. So this used to be a library edition. Pretty cool though. There we go. A little bit creased, a little bit worn, but not too bad at all. And probably a little bit of sticky stuff remover will help me get this library numbering off. Next, this was an inexpensive purchase. It's a Jurassic Park used Japanese ticket stub. And as you can see, we got Steven Spielberg in his famous pose leaning on the Panavision camera. He's shooting the scenes around the Dilophosaur paddock when this picture was taken, because I actually have a signed version of this, and it's a really nice image. But yeah, just cool to see a Japanese ticket stub for Jurassic Park. And I can tell it's used because the perforated part at the bottom of the ticket has been torn off, and you can see there it says 1500 yen I believe, so that would have been the cost of the ticket back then. Next I have something that I'm really sentimental about, and this was actually gifted to me by my mother, and she found this Jurassic Park instruction sheet from the Jungle Explorer from Kenner, and she found it in the house stashed away, and these are my original instructions for my Jungle Explorer, which I don't have anymore. but I've since replaced it, and that's something we'll get onto in this video. But yeah, just amazing to see these instructions close up. And yeah, I remember opening this box. I remember taking the box home from the toy shop, Toys R Us, and I was ecstatic about owning this thing. So yeah, a really nice special piece, and one that I'm gonna hold on to. Okay, so speaking of Ford Explorers, look at this one. This is a Lindbergh model kit, and I've actually been keeping my eye out for one of these for a while. The wrapping I've put on it since, but I wanted one in fairly good condition, and mainly because I love the way this thing displays. But I'm not looking to build this particular kit. I think if I had a spare I probably would. But I just love the kind of exciting look of this box. Because Horizon brought out their own model kits for the dinosaurs, which were actually cast off of the Stan Winston models, the Lindbergh model kits don't look as exciting and have gone fairly cheaply over the years. But I think now a renewed nostalgia for the Lindbergh model kits has returned. Also, I've seen people modding Ford Explorers to make their own versions. There's a user called Gorka Olmo who's on the Jurassic Park Toys Facebook group, I believe, and he's actually making his own visitors center, like 1/10 scale model at the moment, and it's breathtaking. But he also uses kits like this to kind of kit bash his own Ford Explorers that are accurate to the film, and I think because of that they've become a little bit scarce because people are using them to make their own, you know, kits, which is great. But I did want to pick up a boxed version of this particular model kit from Lindbergh. Features include an opening hood, that's pretty cool, a detailed chassis with complete suspension, chrome plated parts, detailed engine, vinyl tyres, detailed interior, and moulded in high gloss plastic. I think most model kits are moulded in high gloss plastic, but that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, look at that. Jurassic Park Explorer instructions. That's a big fold out document. It tells you how all the pieces fit together there. And where all the decals go. Feels like this is the theme of the video, doesn't it? Ford Explorer instructions. Wow, look at that. It has got all the engine parts in there. Let's have a quick look in the box. Oh, very nice. So we've got all the pieces in their original baggies. These look like the glass parts. Some more glass windscreen and bubble parts. Got loads of yellow pieces. Where are these chrome? Oh, there's the wheels. Very nice. And where's these chrome pieces that we were hearing about? Are they in there? Can't see any chrome pieces. Strange, I can't see any chrome parts, but I don't know if that's something they wrongly advertised on the packaging. Maybe someone who's familiar with this kit can let me know. So this is a fun one. This is a 5x5" hand-build print by Andrew Swainson. Apparently it was released last year as a set of 4, I think, prints that he's done. I believe if you go to his website, you can actually order prints of these. But this was actually given out at a Vice Press event, I believe, in Sheffield in 2023. And I just fell in love with this as soon as I saw it for sale. And I got this little white frame to keep it in. And I don't often buy Jurassic Park artwork these days, but when I see something special like this, I really have to pick it up. You could be fooled for thinking it's an actual panel from the Jurassic Park comic due to its style and speech bubble. It's not. It's actually a piece of separate artwork by Andrew Swainson, and I just love the colours used. I love this dramatic speech bubble. It just says everything in a small image. Just look at all that lovely dithering going on, making it look like a comic book print. And the accuracy of the baby Raptor is really, really good. And that ties in with something else we're going to look at today. Andrew Swainson, go and check out his work. A really wonderful little art print. So much like the Lindbergh Ford Explorer kit, I have been keeping my eye out for these. These are vintage Jurassic Park puzzle kits. I like to collect things new and sealed if I can, just to kind of have the nostalgia of owning the products as they were in the shop. And these Milton Bradley puzzle sets aren't very expensive to find, So you can keep your eye out for these. This one I got at a fair price. There was a complete set of 4 for sale. Unfortunately the other ones went for a higher price than I was wanting to pay. So I just came away with this one, but you know, that's the fun of collecting. I can get the rest at another date. And I really love the photography on the front of this box. Really nice box artwork. And as you guys know, I am a bit of a completist, and I have been collecting these Milton Bradley flat pack card kits that came out. So the Milton Bradley line is something that I'm kind of in the process of collecting. They're all new in box and sealed. So this is the baby Triceratops, the 3 Velociraptors, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, which is my favorite, and then the Brachiosaurus set. These look really cool, and I would have loved these back in the day. So until I find the other ones, this one can sit up here with its brothers and sisters. So this is a cool piece and not something I see very often. It's a single bed valance sheet. It's the sheet and the pillowcase. You can see how it will have looked on the bed here, and actually it's got a reversible design, so you can see on the back how the reverse design actually looked. Now you may be really familiar with this if you lived in the UK in the 90s. This was a really popular bedspread, and what I love about this image is it's got other Jurassic Park merchandise in the background and dinosaur toys. It really evokes the kind of time when the film came out. But you don't often see these in their packaging, and weirdly 2 came up in quick succession online for sale, ones I hadn't seen for years. Welcome to Jurassic Park, the most incredible theme park of all time. See real dinosaurs at play, watch them roam through acres of meticulously recreated jungle habits. See them forage for food and themselves fall prey to prehistoric instincts. The other thing that I remember particularly about this set is that it was used a lot in marketing. So when they did like competitions to do a Jurassic Park in the newspaper, they'd often show these bedspreads with other Jurassic Park merchandise. So for me, this is a key part of Jurassic Park UK merchandise that I remember. Speaking of key pieces of UK merchandise, I think one of these I featured on the tour video of my Jurassic Park collection, but this is the Island Tour t-shirt, and this is how it came sealed from Athena in the UK. This is the extra large size, and on the back it has an island map. It was a really famous t-shirt design. They actually reproduced it, I think, for a Primark line during the 25th anniversary actually. And then this one is another sealed t-shirt, again from Athena, and it says here, interestingly, this garment has been printed using a special process whereby no 2 garments are the same. Any overprinting or flaws are unique and a result of this process. So that's a good catch-all for any issues with the t-shirt, isn't it? But again, this is another really famous t-shirt design, and I'm really pleased that I managed to find it brand new in the packet. Still even has the Athena price tag there. So I guess that kind of covers the fabric-based additions to my collection. So these are the German variations of the Jurassic Park comic books, and these basically tell the story of the film in 4 issues. These are slightly different to the US and UK versions. You can see here's the issue 2, usually has a blue backdrop. Here it has a yellow backdrop. Similar with this one, again the colours are slightly different to what we're used to, and this is issue 4. But the reason why I'm bringing these up is because I managed to pick up a set of the Raptors comics, which continue after the film and expand on the story, and these are just glorious. Look at the colours used on this. So this is the familiar Raptor issue 1 artwork, but it's got this wonderful yellow backdrop with this multicoloured circuitry. Just really cool and really unique. So yeah, I was ecstatic to find these in such good condition. I think I might have shared an image of this one on my Twitter or Instagram at some point. But yeah, I just really love the way these German Raptor variants look, completely different to the UK and US editions. Really lovely stuff. And the artwork is shared from the Raptor comics, but just this yellow band with the Raptor logo at the top is really striking. And also it evokes almost like 1950s serial posters. It's got that sort of feel about it, and sort of old poster artwork when they used to use bright poster paint. It's got that kind of feeling to it, retro feeling. So yeah, I was really pleased to pick those up. Probably my favourite is that first issue of the Raptor comic, really stands out. While we're here, let's get one of these Raptor comics out and have a look, because they're fairly scarce. So on the back we've got an advert for Marvel Comics. Oh, this actually says video program for young and old. So these are actually VHSs. Pretty cool. Okay, so it appears to be the same as the US comic, just larger and with German text boxes, obviously where they've had to translate. I think in the US edition this was kind of artwork lettering, but they've just covered it with a German box translation. The paper stock on this is really nice. It's really glossy, and the colours really shine on this one. The colours are just so vibrant on this. Look at that, really lovely. I think this is all pretty much the same as the US edition, apart from the German translation. And again, there's another German text box at the bottom and an artwork page showing what we saw on issue number 3. While I was searching for Jurassic Park comics, I came across this. It was a complete mystery to me. I'd never seen this before. It was a German comic book edition, and it had quite a thickness to it, so I assumed maybe it was the trade paperback of the Jurassic Park comics. I'd never seen the German version before. On the front you can see we've got Ian Malcolm running away from a T-Rex and a Triceratops with a T-Rex foot in the foreground. And yeah, this really piqued my interest. You can see that it is indeed a trade paperback of the original Jurassic Park comic. So that's pretty cool to see. Up at the front here, this looks like it was taken from the comic book pages when they have a little bit of information about the film. And then on the back here we have Spider-Man versus Venom. Die Spinne ist Spider-Man. Pretty cool. And then at the back we've got that same artwork page that we saw in the Raptors comic. And again, the paper stock on these is really high quality. It's probably the best trade paperback edition I've seen, because it's in large format, it's glossy, the paper stock is really high quality. So yeah, a really nice addition to my collection, and one I didn't know existed. Now, speaking of European variants, set your eyes on this. This is a Jurassic Park red bloodied binder. Now, if you remember on the channel, I recently did a review on copyright merchandise that was available when the film came out, mainly stationery, pens, pencils, binders. And a really popular piece of that stationery line was a binder just like this, same design, apart from the fact it featured the Tyrannosaurus Rex and not this huge Dilophosaurus artwork. I, in my collector's life, have never seen another one of these. And this is made by a company called Pigna, P-I-G-N-A, and I'm assuming it was a European variant. If you lived in France or Italy, I assume you might have been familiar with these in the 90s, but here in the UK this never reached our shores. I've never seen one of these. So it's really interesting to see the Dilophosaurus featured so heavily on a huge binder. Interestingly, the yellow, the ink behind the logo is also absent here. It's completely white behind the logo, so that's another variation on this binder. But yeah, it's in immaculate condition, and I've never seen another one of these in my life, so I had to pick this up. And the European variants just keep coming. So these posters, and they're huge, I don't know if you can see my hand here, were made by a company called Matutano when Jurassic Park came out. They're a crisp company, or a chips company as you say in the US, and they appear to have commissioned unique artwork for these posters that is absolutely glorious. So first off, we got the T-Rex here in the Jurassic Park style taking on the Jurassic Park style Triceratops. This artwork, you know, I've not seen this before, so this is a really wonderful piece of poster art. It's got wonderful kind of warning labels going on around the outside, which is from the marketing guide. You got the Jurassic Park logo there and a little bit of the Isla Nublar map in the corner. I just really love the design of these, really inspired. On the back, you can actually see the extent of the range available from Matutano. I don't speak Spanish, unfortunately, so maybe someone can translate, but these are all the different variations that are available. I've got the 4 that comprise this poster 4 set, so you can kind of put them all together and create an image of the map in the middle. I don't have the others, and I believe Neelis on Instagram might have made a post about these, and I believe he has the full set, but I am hunting for the rest. So if you do have these and are willing to part with them, give me a shout and I will see what I can do. But this is the Tyrannosaurus Rex versus the Triceratops. This is the Parasaurolophus versus the Raptors. Doesn't that look incredible? Again, original artwork. I've not seen this before. A partial map in the corner there, which all joins up to make the big image. Another image of the T-Rex taking on the Raptors, akin to the fight at the end of Jurassic Park. Again, a piece of the map. And then lastly, we've got the T-Rex taking on the Brachiosaur. You know, in terms of the imagery here, I would have loved this when Jurassic Park came out. It's really nice, imaginative moments that you can imagine happening on the island, on Isla Nublar. It all seems possible because these are all the dinosaurs that we've witnessed in Jurassic Park. And I just love the fact that these all come together. Now, I'm not going to be able to fit these all in camera, but let's just try and put some of these together to kind of show you the maps coming together. So this is the north of the island, and here is the south of the island. It's got some labels: access road, tour road, visitor center. So yeah, really cool to see these. And again, thanks to Ben at Jurassic Site B for putting me onto these and helping me obtain these. You just work miracles with this European stuff. So this is something really special. You guys may or may not know, but I'm obsessed with the baby raptor hatchling that you see in Jurassic Park, in the scene when the baby raptor hatches from the egg. And over the years, I've bought castings of the original puppet, and I even own a maquette that was made at Stan Winston and painted at Stan Winston Studios. So I've got something from the source, but this is something special in that it was a casting made of a maquette for Chronicle Collectibles to make their replicas, and subsequently Chronicle Collectibles went bust, and these castings were sold online. They were only shipped to the US, not to the UK, so very kindly Todd stepped in, bought this for me, and we arranged a trade. So thank you, Todd, for doing so. But this includes a full complement of claws from the original maquette. So you can see here on this hand, you've got the individual fingers with the original claws, and same with the other hand. Got a full set of claws on this hand, and all the detail is preserved. It's essentially like a first generation or second generation casting, guaranteed, because it's made off of a maquette. In this baggie I have the 4 claws that are missing on the feet here, and then on the feet the inner claw is cast with the foot, and then the outer 2 are separate. Those are the ones that are in the baggie. And again there. What really struck me when this arrived is, because I'm familiar with not only the maquette I have, but also castings I've acquired before, the kind of detail that you're getting, like around the eyes and the mouth, the kind of creases under the neck there, the detail is really popping on these castings, and that tells me that it's closer to the original source. But yeah, really pleased to have acquired this, and thank you so much to Todd for sending this over. Okay, so going back to the Jungle Explorer, this is a boxed version of the Dutch Jungle Explorer. And one of the things I wanted to do was also have a loose version of the Jungle Explorer, because I have one in the box, but I can't obviously open it because it's sealed in packing. I'd feel bad opening something so valuable. So anyway, I mentioned online that I was looking for a loose Jungle Explorer, and Neelis very kindly messaged me and said, well, I don't have one loose, but I have one, an opened box that's brand new. Really pleased to be reunited with this toy, and what that allows me to do is to open up the box. So I got this protective, flexible box for it. Protective box, because the box is in such nice condition on its own. But this does allow me to open the packaging. So let's do this together. Look at this, pristine condition. I'm going to be really careful with this. Alright, so this is how the Jungle Explorer would have come in 1993 had you bought this. This is the Dutch version, but this is how it would have come in the box. I think these arms here would have been folded over. Anyway, either way, this is the contents as it would have come new. So this is really cool to see. You've got the bagged instructions with all of the accessories there. You've got the Dino Strike missiles. They're called Dino Strike or Blood Strike missiles. You've got the bumpers here. You've got the little camera. The instructions again. The sticker sheets in there and the bubble, the plastic bubble. So that's all brand new. And then here is the Jungle Explorer itself. Look at this. And you've got the piece of the bonnet here that comes off when the dinosaur attacks. So I'm just going to put that back in there. I think that's supposed to go in there. You've got the wheels stored inside the car. So that's cool to see. But yeah, what a joy to be able to relive kind of opening the box as the Jungle Explorer was when it was new. And what I really like about this one in particular is it's got a really nice yellow gradient going on, which you don't get with every Jungle Explorer. And thank you to Neelis for kindly selling this one to me. It really is lovely to have and to revisit. Here we go. What a beautiful thing to behold. And Neelis kindly sent over these extras. This is the Dutch version of the booklet included with the VHS DNA box set. So this is all in Dutch, but it's a really nice variant that I don't have. It's even got all the cards intact at the back, and that's in beautiful condition. And he also sent over the Dutch map from the Dutch box set. So yeah, very nice to have another one of these. Beautiful artwork. And what's amazing about these is they recreated all of the artworks with an airbrush. So these are like original artworks. They're not just like photographs lifted from the promotional material. So someone put a lot of effort into this box set. Last but by no means least, I managed to pick up this. It's the Jurassic Park biggest set. This is essentially like Lego before they had the Jurassic Park license. This came out to tie in with Jurassic Park and features some amazing little cutout characters and little cutout pieces that can be used in conjunction with the Lego. I got this for a fantastic price. The previous owner did admit that some pieces might be missing, which I've managed to replace with modern day Lego. And what's cool about it is most of the paperwork came included in the box, so I've got a lot of that. And I will be doing a full review of this set on the channel. I've already started building the sets, so do stay tuned for that video on the channel soon. To give you a little taste, check this out. A little Biggest InGen helicopter, complete with the pilot. How adorable is that? Pretty cool. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, everyone, taking a look at my acquisitions over the last couple of years. I know it was quite a long one, I had quite a lot to get through, but I hope you enjoyed taking a closer look at all these Jurassic Park goodies. Let me know in the comments down below if you've picked up anything recently. I'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.